Today is Tuesday in the last week in Ordinary Time. It's also the celebration of Andrew Dong Lac and his companions, 117 Vietnamese martyrs from the early 19th century. Christianity had come to Vietnam in the 16th century, but by the 19th century it was becoming a threat to many people, and two of the Vietnamese emperors continued a long period of persecution in which 100,000 or more martyrs gave their lives for their faith. And so today we remember them and all those who witnessed to their faith, sometimes in very difficult situations. Our gospel reading today comes from the Gospel of Luke. While some people were speaking about how the temple was adorned with costly stones and votive offerings, Jesus said, "All that you see here, the days will come when there will not be left a stone upon another stone that will not be thrown down." Then they asked him, "Teacher, when will this happen? And what sign will there be when all these things are about to happen?" He answered, "See that you not be deceived. For many will come in my name saying, 'I am he,' and 'the time has come.' Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and insurrections, do not be terrified, for such things must happen first, but it will not immediately be the end." Then he said to them, "Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be powerful earthquakes, famines, and plagues from place to place, and awesome sights and mighty signs will come from the sky." The Gospel of the Lord. Well, we are in the heart of the last week of the year. Our readings have been apocalyptic, looking forward to the end of time, but also considering the difficulties, the stresses of life, and also the very real tragedies and torments of history that, looking back in our own lifetimes, it will be easy to count. How many of us, when the World Trade Organization was bombed, would we have expected to see that mighty building collapse? Nor how many of us would have been able to imagine the consequences of both the First World War and the Second World War for Europe. The kinds of tragedies that Jesus speaks of are not foreign to us. We've experienced them in our own lifetimes. When he speaks of plague, we can think of our own battle with the virus these days. This is part of history. This is part of life. But as he encourages us, we are not to be afraid. We are not to look upon these things as ultimately the end. Rather, we are to experience our history in the light of our faith, in the light of Christ. And that faith will be enough to bring us through into the future and looking forward to the ultimate end, which is the glory of the Lord coming into history again.